Welcome back, real nerds. It's time for some real talk. I'm your host here on Nerds at Night. My name is Scooter the Scottster. To my right is my co-host, Bobby Law.
Ah, thank you, Scott.
Hi.
Hi.
How you been?
I'm glad to see you again.
I haven't seen you in 2 days.
Yeah.
Almost 2 days.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been too long since Nerds at Night.
I missed you.
We're such good pals.
Good pals. I fucking hate you. You're just a garbage person.
Well, Scott.
Wow.
I think
What do you
tonight's going to be a great night. You know what? I think it could potentially be the very best.
It's probably not going to be the very best, but I like what you did there.
So tonight is going to be the very best because we're talking all about Pokemon.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love them. Gotta catch them all.
The reason actually that I wanted a Pokemon night was because in our last Nerds at Night we were talking a bit about a fun fact, the first Pokemon ever created.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhydon.
Right. Okay.
Strange.
I never looked it up. If it was Rhydon or Rhyhorn, but
It was actually Rhydon.
It was Rhydon.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So you actually looked into that then.
Yeah.
Nice.
I looked into. All right. So
much stuff
you showing you shedding the light on this brand new fact of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon super nerd right here. I never knew that. That was crazy. Why would it be Rhydon? So.
But did you actually find the reason?
No.
Because I didn't.
I just
that would have been new to me. If you would have found out why they did that, then I've been like, wow, that's cool.
Well, I do have a plethora of other neat facts here.
Okay, well, facts.
Yes.
Is this a show about facts?
This is not about facts, but
like we're just gonna sit here and read you facts.
Also, with my opinion, I have some really neat things that I found because your fact, kind of made me want to go see what else was there that I didn't know about.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just rolling through it all.
Just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it. I've been having a pretty good day. You saw I was at Eagles game today.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually an Eagles fan. But I do appreciate the team. It's cool.
Fan of who?
Steelers.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, I'm a Steelers fan.
Close by. Pittsburgh's close.
Yeah, it's still Pennsylvania State.
My uncle will like you. He likes to make fun of RNRT, but
hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
I make fun of RNRT all the time.
If he'd actually get on here and watch, he could do it.
Yeah, stop being a fucking.
He's a thumb warrior on Facebook. I don't know why the fuck he's not on here.
Thumb warrior.
Yeah.
I love those people. I don't even answer them. I just like reading them.
If he watches this, he'll know who he is.
You know who you are.
You know.
Mr.
You better come thumb warrior
Mr.
upon
Uncle.
us.
Well, if you didn't know, now you know. I know you love that.
No, you know.
This is Nerds at Night, our 2-day-a-week show on Wednesday mornings at 1 a.m. and Friday morning at 1 a.m. That's a great time.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because I can finally do stuff after work.
And then it's after hours. And everything's better after hours.
Yeah. Maybe we'll link up with some other countries out there.
Yeah, maybe. I used to be told, there was a great piece of advice when I was in the military. Nothing good ever happens after 2 a.m., which is why the show ends at 2 a.m.
Oh, there you go.
We have luck on our side.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
We might need it.
A little bit of military logic there for you.
Well,
Most of the military doesn't make any kind of logical sense, but that one kind of does.
Tell me about the logic of holding the paper, right? Is that in the army actually?
What are you talking about?
All right, so I saw this video, right? Some I guess some trainees or some new guys in the military coming in, and basically all they were doing was holding out a sheet of paper.
Uh-huh.
And they were getting screamed at, right? So you're holding out the paper. Obviously, the paper's not heavy. Your arms are gonna.
Oh yeah, your arms. That I have been messed up with that exercise.
So you have done that. You looked at me like I'm nuts, but you know what I'm talking about.
Now the piece of paper. I think the piece of paper was just like that guy's creative.
No, everyone had one.
No, I mean like whoever was doing that smoke session.
What'd you have to use?
Like you just keep your hands out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because I think the paper thing was just more of like a intimidation thing. Like if you rip the paper or if you break the paper.
Well, he was going on like, it's a piece of paper, hold it up.
So so now I get it. He was trying to show them that even without weight, your arms can fail you.
Yeah. Well, that's a good lesson.
No, yeah, literally. Like if you keeping your arms out straight for long periods of time is very hard to do.
Someone commented on it. I guess they were someone in the military, maybe. But it was funny, and they commented saying, "We all know that it's not the paper that's heavy; it's the ink."
Yeah.
Duh. Of course.
Fucking idiots.
Jeez. Come on, Sarge.
No, yeah, they think of a lot of weird things to do, to make you feel pain.
To bust you down a little, but then to build you up stronger than ever.
Yeah, I think they do that in basic training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that's where it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough looking.
They build people there. I don't know. You always hear from, especially from vets. They're like, back in my day it was a lot harder. But I think it's for every generation though. But I swear, what you see and hear about basic training now, it's like it's like fucking kindergarten camp.
Compared to what it used to be?
Like, just compared to what I went through.
I heard like they can't actually call you certain things anymore, or really.
You really can't. You can't belittle as much anymore. And the thing is, you should never belittle somebody, but the military is its own thing.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Hey, if you join up and you go through the process,
I mean, you're volunteering for that.
Yeah, I mean they have the process for a reason. Obviously, it works. So
yeah. I mean, it's even if it's not the most effective way, it's worked.
And
hey, I agree with it. So
you're still here, buddy, and I'm glad. Yeah. The Army did you right.
They screamed at me. That's what helped.
Yeah. Now you're here.
It made me feel
you're a
sad.
successful adult.
It made me feel sad. Well, we've been on for almost 10 minutes. We've only talked about nothing.
All right,
we've talked about everything but Pokemon.
All right, well, let me go into a little Pokemon fact I have then.
Okay, give me a fact.
So, did you know Pikachu actually almost wasn't the face Pokemon for the franchise?
Oh my god, why not? Because I love Pikachu.
So during the beta came out. Clefairy was actually Ash's starter.
That's worse.
Clefairy was going to be the face of Pokemon.
No, Pikachu's good.
So during the beta, everyone loved Pikachu so much that a last-minute change brought Pikachu to be Ash's companion.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the TV show.
Yeah, the anime.
Okay.
But see, I think the beta for the game also.
Well, the only game that you had Pikachu was Yellow.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And because you didn't have a companion.
So it has to be just the anime.
So yeah, because I think the anime came out around the same time as. It had to be around the same time as the anime, obviously, because it was just red and blue.
The anime come out in 90?
I think it's 98.
98?
I think so, or 92.
Holy cow!
It was either 92, 93,
way
98.
Off.
Pokemon anime.
Yeah, you know what? I would have been too young for that. I still remember I had an old TV when I was younger, like one of the rabbit ears with the little twist button, with like 10 knob channels.
Yeah, the antenna. Yeah. That's how Brittany had it when she was a kid.
So I used to wake up and watch Pokemon in black and white on that thing.
98.
98.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
I wish we could play the theme song,
Pocket Monsters. It's called Poketo Mansuta in Japan.
Poketo Mansuta.
I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but Poketo Mansuta. Yeah.
Oh, you know something cool too, Pocket Monsters. So,
Pocket Monsters.
Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, also the founder of Game Freak. When he was a kid, he actually had a nickname, and it was Dr. Bug.
Yeah, no, I heard of that.
Yeah. So he loved collecting bugs
and shit.
Yeah, all that. So, Pokemon for him, like that's sort of how he created it to begin with.
Yeah,
he said that he incorporated his adventures in the woods with his buddies, the things that he would collect, some of the games he would play out there. He kind of incorporated it all. And
Is that
then
why
there's
always a
Pokemon.
Fucking bug zone in the beginning of every game?
Well, it's so great.
Like I swear, like it's probably not every game because I had to like really think about it, but like mostly every game, you like within the first 2 towns, you go through a fucking forest.
Yeah,
and it's just bug fucking village.
Well, see, I guess the creator wanted to give everyone a chance to collect his favorite type. Maybe I'm not sure if that was actually his favorite type.
I think he's being a little power trippy with that one. I don't like the bug zones. They're dumb.
I can't handle them.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, I mean, of course I can. I mean, it's easy spot.
You get poisoned.
Fuck you.
You die.
I know. I always buy antidotes.
You start over.
I know if there's a forest, I always buy a couple antidotes. It's like I usually don't even buy Pokeballs in the beginning. Like I'll buy like a handful, and that's it.
Yeah, not worth it.
Yeah, until I get like to the 3rd gym, I usually don't start like really catching Pokemon.
You can always
because you can always
pick
go
some
get those
things
dumb
up
Pokemons
too
later.
You always got to pick up all your items on the way.
Plus, most of the Pokemon you get in the beginning of the game kind of suck.
Yeah.
Not because they're level, it's just that they're generally not very good Pokemon. Like your starters, good Pokemon in general. And then you might find like 1 or 2. I mean, it has gotten better in the series because now you can get like, because in the beginning it was like you basically got normal types, grass types, bug types.
Right.
And then like a flying would be like you get like a Pidgey.
So is that how you would usually start? Now back when you had the first gen game,
what would you do? Or I didn't have blue, but red and yellow. So I would always go. So I'd have like, I never used Bulbasaur ever.
Okay.
Because I'm
never tried them.
No.
Okay.
The funny thing is, in my new game in Sun and Moon, I played Sun. I picked the grass type.
Huh.
I did. This was the first system I picked the grass type
Sun
on,
and
it's because he's fucking dope. But I would always pick either Charmander or Squirtle. Usually Charmander because I like fire Pokemon, as most people do.
Right.
Yeah. So I get like a Charmander, and then the first Pokemon usually seems like a Rattata.
Mm-hmm.
So I would sometimes catch them. Sometimes I wouldn't.
Really?
Because the thing is, I really don't really like the Raticades. They're not really that great.
You know, Hyperfang always fucked you up at some point.
Oh yeah,
though.
but like honestly, now that there's more than, and I'm talking about back then, but
Yeah, back when there was only 150.
yeah, and there's only a couple types.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot more types now. So I would get like a Rattata usually. You'd always find a Pidgey in the beginning,
Right.
and I was like, yo, I gotta get my Pidgeot because like Pidgeot was
You
like,
need to fly, right?
yeah, and he was
now,
and Pidgeot was a dope Pokemon.
now, when I gotta say this too. When I was younger, I kind of started the same way. Pokemon Red was my first game, along with Wario World 2. Strangely
like
enough,
literally like your first Game Boy games.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So I
Mine
went and
was
got the
Tetris.
purple Game Boy. Well, I got a Game Boy Color. That's when I got
Okay,
into
so
it.
your
yeah.
first Game Boy was the color version.
Yeah,
I had the
purple
the,
Game Boy
the
Color.
Fat Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, the black and green one.
Yeah, just the Game Boy.
yeah, literally called it just Game Boy.
Yeah. So so I would start the same way basically. I would pick the Charmander only because it was like on the front of the box.
Yeah, that's true
obviously.
too. Yeah,
So
which was like, if you think about weird back then they didn't have the legendary Pokemon on there. That didn't start till Silver and
yeah,
Gold.
yeah,
The first one were starter Pokemons.
yeah.
And that
Hey,
was-
did you know back in the first gen, Arcanine was actually a legendary?
yes, he's
Yeah.
on the. Well, if you watch the anime, he's on the legendary wall,
Episode 2.
Yep.
Right.
and you see a Ho in episode 1,
Of season 2, probably.
season 1.
Of season
The
1.
first
Really,
episode-
first episode.
First episode of Pokemon anime series, you see a Ho-Oh.
Right.
Remember, the series doesn't follow the same structure as Gen 1, Gen 2.
Yeah.
Because Togepi was in season 1.
I'm thinking about it now with him looking up and just seeing like this rainbow
Yeah, that's actually one of the fan theories of why he never ages.
because Ho-Oh
Because Ho-Oh has the immortality thing going for him.
and it might have
And,
like
he remember I
blessed
think
him.
he like touches like a feather or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you need in the Gen 2 game to even get
Go
to
catch
find him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember figuring that out. That was fun.
Well, you know what's so? I don't know if you were saying something before, but if I was cut you off or not. But you know the God Pokemon Arceus. Arceus. People say Arceus, Arceus. I call him Arceus.
Yeah.
Arceus is the God Pokemon.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, creator of all Pokemon. It's like the big white
like deer thing.
with the
yeah.
golden halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know him, right?
Yeah.
So Arceus was never catchable until I believe Sun and Moon. It's either Sun and Moon or Ruby Sapphire, and Ruby and Sapphire, the remakes. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
I feel like you should still not be able to catch it.
He's not well. I say he, but that Arceus isn't actually that good of a Pokemon,
Really?
which is funny because he's supposed to be like
He can't just.
He's like the Pokemon.
What if he comes upon a Blastoise and he's just like, "Hey, I don't want you here anymore, out of existence."
But he doesn't do that.
But he could.
But
Maybe.
he doesn't because his moves suck.
Could he?
Like you don't. Arceus isn't even like a competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's more like a collector's item. Like I have an
Oh.
Arceus. I have
Yeah.
an Arceus in my Pokebank because you know what Pokemon Bank is.
I actually do have Pokebank
Yeah.
also.
So Pokebank, I have an Arceus on there because I got a cartridge. I don't remember which game it was. I think it was X and Y.
Mm-hmm.
So I always check the game first before I delete it
Right.
because I have Pokebank, so I could just transfer them out.
That
there
which
was
is a great invention, by the way. It's really cool. I think
There's
it's
a-
like $5 a year.
Yeah,
Something like that.
And you get free stuff. Like I got the what is it? The rock, ice, and steel one.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. You know, the three that turn into three. And,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like the golems.
yeah,
sort
the weird
of.
fusion thing that happens in Pokemon.
Yeah.
For one thing, yeah. Stupid.
I hadn't seen that happen actually, but I know what you're talking about because I basically have every legendary. I went through in Pokemon X.
But Pokemon
Yeah.
Pokebank gave me those as a gift.
Really?
Those 3 Pokemon, yeah.
Wow,
When I paid for my new subscription this past year.
that's actually decent currency in the Pokemon trading.
Yeah, and the
you know?
Arceus was in the game. It was a modded Arceus because Arceus wasn't available yet.
Okay.
So I have like 2 level 100 Arceuses.
Now, do you have a red? Like, is it a red ball that you can't trade, or like
no,
sometimes?
these are usually most of them are Pokeballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because when they mod them, they can pick which ball it goes into.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually use like an
Did you-
iPad and mod your game.
So you got that through the game, not through a trade.
So yeah, it was through a used cartridge.
Oh.
So what I did
okay.
was before I deleted the old save and
Right,
started my
check-
game,
check
I
what they had.
I checked his PC, and since
That's
you
pretty
can
cool.
transfer it to Pokebank, I went to Pokebank. Cartridge was already in. You know how you do it. You just pull it
Yeah.
out, pull them all out, then reset the game.
Huh.
Yeah. So and the thing,
That's pretty neat.
they always have their original owner, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That kind of stinks too, because sometimes with traded Pokemon you can't. Well, I think you actually can't change the name if they nicknamed it.
you have to go to the name changer.
Even so.
Oh, if it's a traded Pokemon, you just can't.
I believe you can't change the
He's
original
like, no,
owner's name.
That's the Pokemon's name.
So let me tell you something about that.
People send you Pokemon weird names.
Well, I used to troll a little bit.
So you're
trolling
a terrible person.
in Pokemon X. Let me tell you.
I hated that game.
X and Y?
Hated it.
Of the new gens, they're my favorite.
Worst Pokemon game ever made.
Did you like Sun and Moon? Oh my god, if you like Sun and Moon better than X and Y?
Sun and Moon.
Really?
Loved it. I thought that was like... It's not the best Pokemon game, but it's the best Pokemon game right now.
No, it's not. You know why? Because you don't even get to play it. I mean, you get to pick what moves you do and blah, 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 but literally you're having your hand held through the whole game. Every
Pokemon game has had hand-holding.
What?
Yes, you literally
You never got lost in the first-gen games?
Not even close to the beginning. The only time you get lost is usually towards the end, like Victory Road. Even Sun and Moon has the mazes.
I'm talking about getting lost in the story itself, figuring out what you have to do. Because in the first-gen game, you got to go all over the place.
They literally tell you where to go in every game. Yes, they're like, you need to go to this island.
All right. So in Sun and Moon, you have like a Rotom in your Pokédex. So your Pokédex talks to you, and it's like, all right, time to walk over to this dot. All right, now you're here. Why don't you battle this trainer?
But think about it. Most games that are objective-based RPGs do that anyways. GTA 5 does that.
Pokemon, from what it was with Red and Blue, went crazy downhill with Sun and Moon with that.
Fuck no.
With that.
Fuck no.
Yes.
Okay, like...
In my opinion, by far.
Well, okay, so like I wouldn't oppose them getting rid of that feature because obviously I can play a Pokemon game.
Right.
But
I think they should have it optional.
What about okay, that's something I do agree with, but what if you gotta remember it's a business. They gotta appeal to the newest generation coming up.
Right.
Pokemon, so we grew up with it. They're growing in a world where it's already existing.
Yeah. Well, I can see if you have a really young kid and they want to play it, maybe put on that mode for them and just.
So yeah, I agree with the mode. They should do a mode.
But maybe, you know what? If they're gonna put modes in, they should also put a rated M mode. You know?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Some gore, some Poke gore.
Oh, like actually killing the Pokemon.
Well, I mean,
I feel like
they'd be like.
They would never do that. They would never do that.
As long as it's not red blood, they could do whatever they want.
Game Freak would never do that. They'd be like, nope.
Sure, they would.
They would never make enough money off of it. Because they'd probably.
They already burn them and poison them and put them to sleep.
There's so many parents coming out of the woodworks being like, even though this isn't for my kid,
I'm offended.
Exactly.
True.
Look, you gotta. Sometimes you guys gotta go to the lowest common denominator and support that.
Well, I guess my opinion counts less because I'm not the youngest gen.
That's true.
But I grew up on Pokemon, so my opinion counts a lot to me.
This is my life, guys, and I grew up with this, and I deserve more.
Yeah. I'm just asking for
are you not
a
excited
little bit more
for
challenge.
Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Editions?
No,
Ultra.
I'm not gonna get them.
I am. I pre-ordered.
I won't.
I get every Pokemon game.
Currently, the Pokemon game I'm playing.
This is why you're not a Pokemon nerd.
I'm going through Pokemon Yellow because I never actually beat it.
I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. I have played it in the past.
This is why you're not a Pokemon nerd. He says.
Well, you just said you haven't ever played Pokemon Yellow. I've actually played Pokemon Yellow.
What are you talking? I used to own it.
You said you didn't play it.
I never beat it. Yeah,
which means you haven't played it yet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, beat it.
Did you hear that? So let's
you heard it here first.
Let's name all the games you have that you have never played. Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
I have not played it technically.
Yeah, you have not played it.
You're right. But the thing is,
he owns it and he hasn't played it. Best game ever.
Okay, to clarify, I have played a lot of it, just haven't finished it yet. But you got to realize, especially in what we do.
Oh man,
we have to play a lot of games.
Right.
So there's not always a lot of time to finish games.
So you're saying if you don't finish a game but you've played it, you've tried it. But if I do that, fuck me.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a double-edged sword. So that's why I'm saying we don't review games here yet. We just give our opinions on them.
You heard it here first. RNRT double standard.
Exactly. Life's a double standard, man.
If you don't know now, you know.
But don't be like if you were to watch an RNRT review of a video game,
right?
That would be a video game that we would of course play fully through.
Okay.
Like actually finish it.
Very understandable.
And the thing is, I do finish games. I just don't finish all of them. And I feel like it's most people. I feel like most people actually don't finish games.
Yeah,
I mean, really, most of your impressions in the first 35% of the actual game.
If I wasn't doing this, if I was just working and gaming was just a hobby, I would probably buy one game. Well, the thing is, when it was just that, I was buying the games that I thought I wanted. Then I would play maybe 10, 12 hours of content, and then I would just fall off.
Yep.
And start playing GTA or Rocket League again.
See, that's the thing.
Like go-tos.
You gotta go to. It's always those games that last. Like Rocket League, it will always last.
It's so quick. I mean,
you can just play a couple matches. And
yeah.
yeah. That's why the Switch is so good because you can literally just like pick it up, play it for 15, 20 minutes, and put it back.
You know what? One of my favorite games on the Switch so far has been
Splatoon.
Nope. No. I mean, I do like Splatoon.
I'm just guessing. No, I was me guessing because you played.
Overcooked.
Oh yeah, it's a good game.
It is.
I like that game.
I don't know why. It's really fun.
It's
especially
satisfying.
with 4 people.
It's a satisfying game. Oh yeah, I have more controllers up here now. There's some red ones down there now.
You brought? Oh,
I had
cool.
them. They were in my car.
Scott, let me enlighten you about something in Pokemon. I guarantee you didn't know this fact.
Well, what happens if I do know it?
Then I'll give you $5. How about that? I'll give you $5.
All right.
But you got to be really honest.
I'm not gonna look at your paper.
You got to be honest.
Okay, I will be honest. I
Okay,
promise.
he's gonna be honest. Okay. So in unused game data in Generation 1, unused game data,
Okay.
Professor Oak was set up to be a trainer.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Okay. And I have the list of what his Pokemon would have been if he was actually made a trainer. And he was better than anyone in the Elite Four. Let me tell you that too.
Well, I mean, yeah. If at the end of the game, remember your character meets Professor Oak at the end.
Right. And he congratulates you and
Yeah,
yada,
he
yada.
obviously has a very big foothold over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, originally he could have had a team of 5 to compete with you. So he would have any one of the first 3 starters, but fully evolved, of course. Charizard, Venusaur, or Blastoise at level 69.
Yeah, Venusaur. 69?
69, yeah.
That's not even, like, they weren't even that high. Isn't Elite Four, like, 50 or 60?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was, all of his Pokemon surpassed
69
Elite
is
Four.
high.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're like, usually you have.
And that's him starting off.
Yeah, usually most people I know train their Pokemon up to around 55 to 65 and then go fight the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Like,
And you usually have one Pokemon off the side with the EXP share.
yeah, because the thing is, you usually, like, even after 8 badges, usually, unless you're like training, like not just like, what I usually do is play and actually go to the towns
Right.
and continue the story mode without like heavy training. So usually, even after the 8th badge, most of my Pokemon around like are between like 40 and 50.
And see, that's the thing with the new gen games too, which I do like sometimes. I liked it a lot in Pokemon X.
Fuck that game.
EXP share for everyone.
Yeah.
They did have it in the first gen, but it sucked so much.
Yeah, it's better now.
I used EXP all in Pokemon Gen 1 game, actually, in Pokemon Yellow.
Okay.
So what it does is, like, you'll beat somebody, right? And it'll say, whatever your first Pokemon is, get 70 XP. Then it'll tell you your second Pokemon, 70 XP. And it'll just keep going down the list.
Yeah, list them. Instead
Every
of saying,
time.
instead of just saying, like, your Pokemon got this. Yeah.
Shared the rest. Like, my goodness.
So, yeah, I don't need to know the numbers.
So let's keep going with Professor Oak's team.
All right, what does he
because
got?
this is really cool.
Like, are you talking about a team of Pokemon or a team of people?
A team of Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what you would have fought him with in Gen 1.
So out of his 6 Pokemon, we know he has the 3
He has
starters.
5.
No, okay, so out of the 5, we know he has 3 starters.
Well, it depends on I guess it depends on which game maybe. I think
Okay.
Venusaur would have been in yellow.
Okay, so he'd only have 1.
Yeah, one of those
But he would
3.
have the title game Pokemon.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so he wouldn't have the opposite of you because that'd be Gary's Pokemon,
Yeah.
I guess. So, yeah. Okay.
So, he'll have one of those 3. And these Pokemon too are in the order that he would have had them also.
Okay.
So his second Pokemon out would be a Gyarados, level 70.
Wow.
Yeah, a little better. Gyarados too, like
Gyarados is pretty OP in the
I know he didn't have the Intimidate in Gen 1.
There was no secondary effects in Gen 1.
Yeah.
There was no, like, a
Just
Pokemon comes and it has, like, an effect on you.
Yeah.
That was, I think...
I like that.
I think that was actually Gen 3. It could have been Gen 2. I could be wrong. Or it might have been Crystal.
I remember... actually, I don't know.
I feel like that was Gen 3. But go ahead.
So his third Pokemon would have been the, at the time, legendary Arcanine.
Okay.
Which yeah.
Makes sense.
Legendary. And that would be level 68. So from here, his Pokemon kind of go down in level a little bit.
So basically, he's banking on that Gyarados.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you get through his starter, yeah, he's like, all right, Gyarados, you're done.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised it's a Gyarados instead of like a Dragonite, but I guess
Well,
because...
Dragonite's got to be, the Elite Four.
Yeah, he's in the... I think he's the last guy.
Yeah.
So then after that Arcanine, he's got an Executor.
Okay.
Executor.
I can see that.
Level 67. And then he finishes it off with a Tauros. Yeah. Level 66.
Well,
Goes
right,
down by 1
He
level
does have a
each time.
Tauros at the farm. I think that Ash's mom lives at.
He's got everything there.
Yeah.
He just has them all.
He caught them all.
See, yeah. That's what he's going to go with. Once Ash sends them all, he's just going to be like, who
They're
are
all
you, kid?
mine.
Who the hell are you? Going to call the news up, call Ash's mom. Yeah, I don't know what happened to your boy there, but I'll just keep looking after his pocket monsters.
Yeah, right. He's a thief.
So that was pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool. I didn't know that.
I like that fact. I did not know that either before yesterday.
Nice.
I was very excited about that one.
Good work. I'm proud of you.
I have a neat fan theory.
What's your
Can
fan
you hear
theory?
that? All right, so did you ever hear the fan theory on Ditto and Mew?
Ditto is a. What is it?
Ditto is a what?
No.
Whatever you want him to be.
No, it was like a thing. So there's a fan theory that all Pokemon are Mew. This actually isn't a theory.
Ew, I don't like that theory.
So this is actually not a theory. This is actually official. So Pokemon all Pokemon were Mews in the beginning. So there was Arceus.
Okay.
Arceus made the world.
Right.
Like God, right? And then he made Pokemon. But
Right.
he made one Pokemon.
A Mew.
He made, not one, a plethora of Mews.
Okay. So
And then they
civilization of Mew.
Yeah, and they would go into different environments,
Mm-hmm.
and then they would evolve. Not like
Huh.
evolution, but like evolve and as a human being, or like animals do.
Oh,
So
right.
the Mew would go live in the
Actual
ocean.
evolution.
It would turn into
Something to
an
help it out
ancient-
underwater.
Yeah, it'd be an ancient like the prehistoric Pokemon.
Like Kyogre.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know
So
if
they
that's
would
the
they start
actual
off.
name, but-
There's actually a whole timeline. So it starts off with that, and it goes
Huh.
But yeah, all Pokemon were Mews, and that's why Mews are so hard to find, because most of them have already changed.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes me really happy that I have a Mew in Pokemon Yellow. Jelly?
Jelly much.
Jelly much? Do you even know how that happens? There's a glitch.
Tell me
It's
how
not a cheat.
Mewtwo is 151.
Mewtwo? Wait, I thought Mewtwo's number came before Mew. Even though Mew comes before Mewtwo.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mewtwo's number is first. Which I have no clue. That's kind of messed up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
He weighs 270 pounds. Holy crap.
Pretty hefty.
Yeah, he's a
So he weighs 270, but he doesn't have to touch you.
Yeah,
anyways.
Mewtwo's number 150. Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pokenerd. Supreme.
First game, Pokemon Red and Blue.
I didn't really
Designed
like
by
Mewtwo
Ken
that much.
Sugimori.
I way prefer Mew to Mewtwo. So let me tell you this theory.
He's docile and fun.
This actually, this was cool to learn this by asking you that question, because I had no clue of that. Arceus created all the Mews, and then the Mews were everything. I like that. I didn't like it at first, but I like it now. So the fan theory between with Ditto and Mew is that Ditto is actually a failed attempt to clone a Mew, or to create a Mewtwo, basically.
So it's a Mewtwo mush.
Basically, yeah. He's like a flubber of Mew.
I love that movie.
Robin Williams, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, miss him. I still, I forget who's playing the new genie in Aladdin. I know it was going to be, like, it was potentially going to be someone who was pretty funny, but they landed on someone who you're just like,
Man.
what the hell? But I'll get to that. Anyways, Ditto, potentially a failed attempt at cloning Mew or creating a Mewtwo.
Mewtwo putty.
So the reason why this actually lines up, which at first I thought it was kind of funny just to think of it, you know. So it actually lines up because both creatures share the same base stats and weight.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Apparently, I actually didn't look that up to verify. I'm just going to go by this.
Okay.
The colors in both shiny and regular forms are very, very similar, if not the same. Have you ever had a shiny Mew or...
No, I've never gone shiny hunting.
Okay. I used to actually... So once you get finished collecting all the legendaries in...
So you said
Pokemon
a Mew
X?
and a Ditto, or Mewtwo and a Ditto?
No, Mew.
Okay.
So shiny Mew is like this light blue sort of color.
No, I'm talking about the weight.
Oh, the weight. Yeah, Mew and a...
Ditto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a Ditto weighs 8.8 pounds.
8.8 for Ditto. Gosh, that's a really low weight. I can't imagine Mew would actually weigh that.
I mean, 8.8. I mean, he's like a cat, so he could.
He floats.
He floats.
We all float.
They all float down here.
Cannot wait for it.
Yeah, 8.8 pounds. Same weight.
Wow, okay.
Same height, too, I think.
Lines up. Yeah, it says same base weight and same base stats. So that's part one of the reason why Ditto could potentially be a failed Mew clone. Reason two, they actually both have transform at level 1, and they're the only two to know the move naturally. So, I think
they're almost the same height too.
Are they?
Almost.
Did you hear that other fact?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, what do you think of that?
It's interesting.
I think it's getting kind of legit.
It's weird because like I get like the things match up, but like
Of course, Pokemon has never confirmed this.
Yeah.
This is total theory.
I mean, I can see where it comes from,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of a stretch for me.
Yeah.
But
I like
then
it,
again,
though.
if somebody told me it was like, oh yeah, this God Pokemon came down and made a bunch of Mews, and they genetically transformed themselves because of evolution, I'd be like, that sounds too good of a story.
Poketologist.
Like that. This like for me, like if you told me that and I didn't know, I'd be like, that doesn't sound like Pokemon at all.
Yeah.
But like if you told me that in real life, I'd be like, that makes sense because that actually happens in real life. But it's Pokemon we're talking about.
Well, what
But
if because
I like that they did that, honestly.
they all know transform at level 1? Maybe they just transformed into something to better suit their environment.
Maybe.
Huh.
That's a good one.
That'd be cool. Oh, do you know I actually found a glitch? It's a very, very stupid
Is
glitch.
it missing go?
No. I actually did you ever catch that?
Yeah.
Now, do you remember exactly what happened after you caught it?
Your game would freeze, I think, and you'd like turn it off, turn on.
So what I remember happening with mine is like I would catch it and I don't remember it freezing or not, but I remember you could either choose at that point whether you wanted to save it and keep the infection or not save it and you can just enjoy it for the time being.
Yeah, you get the infection, that's what it was.
Yeah. So then if you saved it,
Pokevirus is what it's called, I think.
and that actually comes into play in Gen 2. It's like
it actually
3
helps
times
them.
more rare than a shiny for your Pokemon to contract.
It like helps them. Pokerus.
Pokerus, yes.
Pokerus.
I actually just learned about that a bit today too.
Started in Gen 2, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beneficial mechanic. And it was good.
I actually have not a lot of clue what it did, but I hear that it could be contracted like an actual sickness sort of, and like it had an infection period.
If one
maybe.
Pokemon has it in your party, the rest of them get it, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
So when a Pokemon has the Pokerus, it gains double the effort values from battling, so EVs, which is what people use for breeding. And then so basically you get double EVs. So when you fight Pokemon,
No, double experience points.
No, EVs, effort points. Effort points was what makes their.
Oh my gosh!
You know when your stats go up and you get every time you level up and you get like +1 to attack, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what those
you can
are.
actually get more than whatever. Like the number you actually get is actually an algorithm.
Wow.
Based off what that Pokemon's fought and killed.
Okay.
Yeah. So certain Pokemon give you more EVs. Like right here it says fighting a Magikarp will give 2 speed EVs. So certain Pokemon will give you certain bonuses to certain stats.
Wow.
That's why breeding is such a big thing. Like.
Oh my gosh. See, and I kind of dipped into the breeding a little bit when I was trolling. So the way you get shinies is actually to breed for them. You know the way you get a shiny legendary?
You fuck it with some gloss?
No. You save your game right before you encounter it, and then you just keep restarting it. You click it, see if it's shiny. If it's not, restart.
Oh yeah, because it's like a 1 in something chance, right?
So 1 in something. Yeah. So 1.
Oh yeah, because I remember when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, they were trying to get shinies of the starters. And he had to like restart his game and do it like 50 something times.
Wait, you can actually start with them?
Yeah, the Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon you can get a shiny starter.
No way.
Yes.
Okay. You know what I really liked? I like when they give the Pokemon away in the events, like at GameStop and stuff, or the game codes.
That was last year for their 20-year anniversary.
Which one?
The game codes. They came out every month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a monthly thing.
I only got a few actually.
Yeah, I only got a few too. I got Arceus.
Shiny Metagross. That was one of my favorites.
I got Mew.
Mew?
Yeah.
I had a shiny Gengar with the
that sounds awesome.
Like a Mega Stone.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it was one of my favorite Pokemon ever.
It was so cool.
So my glitch is not as cool as the Pokerus. In fact, it's probably the most lame glitch in a Gen 1 Pokemon game ever. But nonetheless, it's there. So you know the little ride-on statues in
Yeah,
the gyms?
Every time they put like little once you defeat that gym, your name goes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? Actually, saying that now, a ride-on statue, that's kind of neat because Rhydon was the first Pokemon. Maybe that's why it's there.
They're paying homage to the first one.
So apparently, there's a glitch in the Rhydon statues in Gen 1 games where you can actually use an old rod on them, and you can catch a Magikarp in the base of the statues.
Really?
Yeah. Really strange.
By the way, Trevor Head says Will Smith. I don't know what that's about, but okay.
Oh, Will Smith's going to be Genie.
Oh, nice.
Well, he was potentially Genie. Are you sure that's actually going to be him? Because that was the one guy who I was saying.
We have the internet. What is this? The Aladdin remake?
Yeah, the Aladdin remake. It's going to be live action.
I love Aladdin. You know Aladdin. You know actually. Do you know that Aladdin's actually my favorite movie of all time?
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Of all the old Disney movies?
Yep. My favorite movie. I used to watch it over and over again when I was a kid.
Mine was Toy Story, but I did watch Aladdin quite a few times.
Toy Story was always good, but I never could
Is it? Let's verify.
sink my teeth into that.
Now, when I said there was potentially going to be somebody funny who would play Genie, that was who I was talking about, Will Smith. And then I thought they landed on somebody.
He's funny, but he's not that funny.
Yeah, but I think he could do a good Genie, though. Like, I think out of a lot of people they could pick, I think he could be a very
Aladdin,
really upbeat Genie. You know, like he'll keep that really all that pizzazz that Robin Williams was throwing out there.
Yeah, Robin Williams did it great.
Yeah. And did you know that actually in Aladdin, Robin Williams took a huge pay cut in that movie because he wanted to give something back to the kids?
Really?
Yeah, he
That's
didn't.
Awesome.
Like normally, I think his fee was like a set certain amount, but he took like I think 3 times less than that. Yeah, it was actually really cool.
Let's see what this says. So it has ad. Stop it. It has Naomi Scott as Princess Jasmine, Mena Massoud as Aladdin. Let's see.
Will Smith as Genie.
Didn't say anything else about that. Will Smith will play the Genie.
Okay. Who commented that?
This is on mirror.co.uk.
No, who commented to us?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who is our? Oh, Trevor Head.
Trevor, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I am excited that Will Smith will play the Genie.
Tom Hardy is not playing Jafar.
That's okay with me. Let's have what's his name? Green Goblin. What's his name?
Oh, he's playing in Death Note.
Yeah.
God.
Ryuk.
Yeah, and he plays in Boondock Saints too. Oh God, what's his name?
He will be Jafar. Yes.
He would be really good Jafar.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Green Goblin.
God, I know this guy's name too. It's gonna kill me when I see it.
You know it.
That's the old Death Note.
Wow.
He was in Spider.
Who's playing Ryuk?
Spider-Man.
So Scott.
Yes, ma'am.
Back to Pokemon for a sec.
Okay.
While you're looking, do you know the story with Wobbuffet?
Wobbuffet? No.
Wobbuffet.
I know he's a weird fucking Pokemon.
We see Wobbuffet a lot in the anime with Team Rocket.
Yep.
So a lot.
William Dafoe.
Oh my
fucking
gosh. Yes. See, right. Kick in the face.
William
with that
Dafoe
name.
is literally such a fucking awesome actor.
And his voice too.
Yes, it's so good.
It would be a really good Jafar. Just saying, whoever's producing Aladdin.
Get in on that.
So Wobbuffet, a lot of Pokédex entries seem to state that its main body, like the blue portion that we see, even the mouth, like it talks and everything.
The black part is actually its brain.
The black part is the Pokemon itself.
Yeah.
So the blue part is said to be like an inflatable dummy, sort of, or like a punching bag.
Yeah, okay, I knew that.
So that's why it has that motion. Like in the Pokédex, I think I've seen it attack actually, or maybe I think it just uses that move that like doubles the damage.
Yeah,
if someone hits you.
Bind?
No.
Bind is it wouldn't be bind.
Bind does double up damage a bit.
You take
but
damage for like 3 turns, whatever.
This is like you're basically bracing yourself for someone to punch you, and then you're slamming them back with double the force.
Yeah, it's a move specific to him, I think.
So that's kind of a throw out to him being like a punching bag in a way.
Yeah, because it comes back and hits you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that he was a punching bag Pokemon thing. Kind of like how, what is it?
I never ever used one. Oh, it's funny you mentioned Slowbro.
Because Slowbro's a cloister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it's
an infection.
Is it a cloister or a shelter?
I don't remember. It's either shell or
Either
cloister.
one.
But when it attaches itself, that's when it evolves.
Now, did you know, fun fact, that's actually the one Pokemon stated in the Pokédex that can devolve, the
Yes.
only Pokemon.
Yeah.
If Shelter decides or Cloister decides that he's going to bail, back to Slowpoke.
I think it's Sheldor. Because Cloister's too big.
Shelter.
Sheldor.
Sheldor.
Sheldon.
Sheldor.
Sheldon Cooper.
It's just,
But yeah, it's actually
Corsola.
it's a poison that actually forces the evolution.
Really?
It's a poison in the teeth, yeah.
Huh.
Or on the saliva.
Isn't it crazy, too, how that, like, Cloister changes to the
Yeah.
cone?
It was like the only cool Pokemon in Gen 1 because of not it was only cool Pokemon, but it was the only Pokemon that was like out of natural effect.
Well, see, you were talking about, too, the 3 legendaries that combine.
Yeah.
So, I guess this is the first instance of 2 Pokemon combining.
Well, I think that fourth version is actually its own Pokemon. I think it's just a combination of what all those elements. It's like Reggie Rock or something like that.
Yeah.
Reggie Ice. It's Reggie, like Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, Reggie something, and then it's like Regicide is like the album, I think.
Huh.
But I don't remember if it's like because there's no fusion in Pokemon.
Right.
Like there's no like you can take this Pokemon, and evolve them.
But then Slowbro's a fusion.
The Slowbro is an actual
Only
like
fusion.
you have to meet requirements for that, and he stays evolved. Like this is something that like is separate. Because the thing is, I remember watching in the anime and you seeing the 3 smaller versions, and then seeing also Regicide. So I think.
Oh, okay.
I think that I'm pretty sure you have to actually use them to unlock.
You watched the anime pretty recently.
Do you know that the thing is not even, but recently enough.
Okay.
I watched the first episodes probably like 2-3 episodes of Sun and Moon, the new one.
Oh.
They changed the animation on it. Did you see it yet?
No.
Yeah, they changed the animation style on Pokemon. Like, I'm not talking about like when you watch Gen 1 and you watch the new, like not Sun and Moon Gen, but X and Y.
Right.
There's obviously a difference in animation style, but that's because of, better quality everything, right?
Yeah.
But they haven't really changed like the actual like style. It just made more like refined it, right? Sun and Moon, completely different. It looks, I can show you the thing. It looks more cartoony. It's more rounded. It's more like if you were to think like Japanese pop culture kind of like drawings.
Like
Very rounded,
Hello
bubbly.
Kitty.
Yeah, very bubbly. So like Pokemon.
Or like the new Cartoon Network cartoons.
Yes. That's even better. Pokemon Sun and Moon anime.
Pokemon Sun and Moon. And as you're talking about this, I just keep remembering
Ash
that you
looks
hate
weird.
X and Y, which people, why does he have like that weird, he's got like a mustache almost.
Well, he always had those squiggles on his face.
He's got a little French mustache.
But this is, so yeah, see how like rounded he is now?
Yep.
He's not as like, his jawline's not as.
Oh yeah, it used to be more.
Yeah, and the
chopped.
colors are a little different too. Like now he's tanner and everything like that, which, yeah, whatever. But
I'll always
he does
love,
have a different look. But like if I bring up Pokemon X and Y, you'll see a huge difference.
Now, you know it was cool, X and Y too, the way they changed up the Pokemon. I think that was the first time they really brought like that crazy 3D effect into play.
What do you mean?
I swear, look at the what came right before.
See those squiggles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks better that way though. I think Ash looks a lot better with the choppy chin
Yes.
than the round chin. Why are all cartoons? Is that like more?
This
What's
is
the
modern. I
word?
think it's more modern now.
More modern.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more like cushy.
Cushy. It's soft.
Like Ash isn't gonna punch you in the nose for your Pokeball.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
Even though
"Here,
he
friend."
would like, if you actually watch the show, he has like some tantrums.
Oh, did you ever see him try to throw Pikachu at Misty's Pokemon?
No. Well, I probably have. I just don't remember it.
In the gym fight, all right, with Misty and Ash in the first
Cerulean City.
yeah, Cerulean City in the
Pokemon
first season, right?
Yeah.
He actually picks up his Pikachu because Pikachu doesn't want to fight against Misty's Pokemon because they're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staryu and.
So he's like arguing with his Pikachu, and then he's like,
fuck this, I'm gonna
"What?
throw you.
You're going, Pikachu, go!"
Whether you like it or
he
not.
picks him up and tries to chuck him, and Pikachu holds on, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
So I have seen this Cerulean City gym fight, so I probably just don't remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would.
Because
It kind
I
of
remember-
shocked me. That's why it stood out.
Because I remember them, like, they're the 3 sisters or the 2 sisters, whatever. They were just going to give him the badge. They were
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we're
because
tired
their
of fighting.
Pokemon
And
were
Misty was like,
out.
no,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I'm actually blah, 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 blah.
He broke my bike. I'm gonna break his dreams.
Like, I'm a gym, she's a gym leader, but she needs a bike from a 12
She's a wannabe gym leader.
10-year-old? 12-year-old?
I think. Well, she's also like 10.
No, there's no way.
Right?
She's gotta be older. Brock looks like a fucking man.
Brock, I think, is.
Like, I'm pretty sure he was like their adult.
See that?
I'm pretty sure he was the adult supervision.
make-
for the whole show.
When I was watching as
Because
a
he
kid,
wanted
I
to
just
have sex
assumed
with
they were all
everyone.
like the same.
No, because remember Brock wanted to fuck everyone.
Oh yeah. All the Nurse Joys, all the
The cop Jennies.
Yeah,
Jenny
cop Jennies.
Jenny Cops.
man. He's crazy, Brock.
Yeah,
But,
he
you know,
got married to.
that was always great.
I think he married one of them.
One of the Joys.
Yeah, or a gym leader. I don't remember.
I wonder what little Brock
No.
Joys are like. Little Brocky Joys.
No
I
Broxers.
saw a meme the other day, and it was Brock. You know how Brock was like the caretaker of his whole big family in what was it, Pewter City? I think Pewter.
Mm-hmm. It was Pewter City.
So basically, the meme, it's like his little brother is saying like, "Oh, this girl in class that he likes," and Brock is like, or he was like talking about how he likes a girl and another girl, but he doesn't know who to choose. And Brock looks at him and just grins, and he's like, "Oh, chip off the old Brock."
Chip off the old Brock. Isn't that funny though? Like how their names are like his name is Brock because
Right.
he's the rock type gym leader.
Oh, yeah.
Misty is named Misty and she's the water type gym leader.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
what?
I actually didn't realize that.
Like
Never
Giovanni's
really-
a douche.
Giovanni, he's gangsta.
But well, you know, like technically he
Mob
he
leader.
disassembled Rocket Power. Holy shit balls! It's late.
Boogity boogity boogity.
He disassembled Team Rocket at the end of that game,
Oh.
or after you beat him at the 8th gym.
Oh yeah, but some of them still lag around.
Have
like,
you ever
not
seen
knowing what to
Pokemon
do.
Origins? That's your homework.
No.
Hulu has it, I believe. They did have it. They should.
Pokemon. What's that? Is that a show?
Yes, and it's a newer, like 2010. It's like a miniseries, and it actually follows a story of Red,
No.
like not Ash, Red, and Blue.
Now you know you're talking about the name of the people.
Red is actually a person.
Red is. What do you mean Red's a person?
So like you know how like there's the anime.
right.
So there's actually a storyline. The storyline you play in Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Right, and I know.
So
in
your
Gen-
your character is actually Red in the game.
That's one of the choices. Yeah.
One of the, that's like so if
That's
you
the first choice.
if they
I
were to
think.
make an anime out of it, which is what they did,
Okay.
they would name him Red.
Why?
That's his name.
Why is he Ash?
And
then?
Blue is Gary, obviously. Well, because Ash.
Oh, that's
Ash
your
is-
rival.
So Ash and Gary are a separate universe technically. Officially, they're a separate universe compared to the Red and Blue universe.
Oh.
So like in the first gen, you have Red and Blue. So basically Ash and Gary, right?
So yep.
And then you have the last fight. It's Red versus Blue because he's actually the champ at the end. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then you become the champ. You go finish fighting all your
I don't
Pokemon,
like it.
right? And then you go back to Professor Oak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see what you're saying.
But it's a great show. You should watch it. It has a lot of good lore in it.
I will watch
It's
it.
like I think it's like 8 episodes.
Because I am interested
But it
in
goes
that,
to, like,
especially
all the
anything that
gyms.
goes first gen.
It follows the video game. But you don't actually end up watching all of it. They do
That'll be cool.
they do some montages.
yeah.
To speed it along.
Now
but
is this created by a fan or it's an actual?
This is made by Pokemon, the Pokemon Company.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
I'll
Like it's
check
like
that
it's
out.
like the official show.
So you know how Red and Blue were names you could choose?
Yes.
Back in the very first Pokemon games came out in Japan, Red's name was actually the name of the creator. What's his first name?
Satori,
Satoshi?
Satoshi,
Satori. Yeah, well actually I got it right here somewhere.
Miyamoto. No, that's fucking Zelda. That's Zelda.
It's Satoshi.
Satoshi. Old Sadie.
So that was actually the name you could pick if you wanted. Like it was
No, that's his
named
name.
after the
That's
creator.
his name in Japan.
What?
Satoshi.
Yeah.
No, like in Japan, Ash's name isn't Ash.
Right, because the creators. That's the creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you, and
Oh.
that's what you're trying to say to me.
Oh fuck.
We're giving each other the same fact in
Well,
different ways.
did you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah, Ash's name's. Yeah,
Now
Satoshi.
you know.
Yeah, I just found that out about maybe a couple months ago. What I was doing was I was watching Pokemon in Japanese, and they kept calling him that, and I'm like, what the fuck are they calling him that for? Because it'll translate
Oh yeah.
for the subtitles, right?
Mhm.
But it still just said Chitori. So I was like, I looked into it, and I was like, yeah, that's his name. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
That's pretty
Like,
cool.
how do they
right?
like? That's my thing. Like, how do they get to Ash? That's something to look up. Honestly,
don't
like,
know.
why did you pick Ash for the actual name for the English version?
They just wanted something. They just picked something. Do you know that
His
Splash?
name is Ash Ketchum.
So you know Magikarp? In Gen 1 games or whatever games, the move Splash, he kind of just goes up and down.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually a mistranslation for the Japanese word, which it was supposed to be Splash, but it's actually a mistranslation for hop. Like splash actually means hop. I'm pretty sure.
So for a direct translation of splash, or there'd be hop.
Or
hop would be splash.
What it was supposed to be is like the word was supposed to be hop,
Mm-hmm.
but the translation, the Japanese translation, they messed up and made it splash.
Okay.
So that move actually
But
is
splash
hop.
makes more sense though.
It does make more sense, but like he's doing a hop sort of.
Yeah.
So when you see him do it, but splash does make a lot more sense because he's from the water, of course.
Yeah. What would you call it if you saw a fish flop? It would be flopping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flop.
Flailing.
Flail.
Like Tim.
But flail, yeah. Flail just sounds like he's got like a mace with a flail on it.
Yeah. Oh, like
That'd be
a
sweet. Magikarp would actually be cool.
like a
then.
Varrock's flail.
That's another thing. Like the most ferocious Pokemon comes from the most docile red goldfish.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's not even goldfish, but
He's-
you know what? That's another Pokemon that got fucking phased out of like existence.
Gyarados?
Goldeen
Goldeen.
and Gold King. Like those were actually decent
Seaking.
Pokemon. Or Seaking, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were actually decent Pokemon. I would, because you know when you get water, you always go for like. There's always the tentacles.
Yeah. Why?
So like I would always go for the Goldeens
if they're
because they had the poison the poison fucking horn.
Did that affected things?
Yeah, they had poison. You could poison Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Right, and Pikachu also had the static still in that.
Yeah,
I think.
so you get paralyzed.
But on the down low, like they wouldn't
nowadays,
actually tell you.
Pikachu can give you confusion too. I'm pretty sure you can get like, or not like the move confusion, but you can have those moves that cause confusion.
I actually have a couple fun Pikachu facts.
Great, not Clefairy.
Great. No, not Clefairy, because Clefairy got phased out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm actually having like.
but he
I
is
don't think
fun though,
Pikachu's
you
the
know.
best, but
Mount
Clefairy
Moon's
not.
cool.
Yeah.
Mount Moon episode's neat. So, did you know Pikachu and Meowth are designed to be opposites?
Because one's a cat, one's a mouse.
That's the major reason, yeah.
Okay.
But see, also, they're both on completely different sides.
Yeah,
Team Rocket and
yeah.
Ash.
I keep saying to say Rocket Power.
And then the Pokedex numbers: Pikachu's number 25, Meowth's the exact opposite at 52.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of weird.
Good job, Game Freak.
Yeah.
Game Freak does it a lot though. Like in their games, they put like Easter eggs everywhere.
Yeah, and it's really neat. Like,
Yep.
you've been playing these since I was
7.
Yeah,
6.
and still I'm just finding things out, you know.
That's another thing. Like,
Especially the Mew hack. I never knew that was there.
yeah,
Well, I thought it was.
Sure.
See, the rumor that spread around before internet was really big, as we were kids, you know.
because the internet really wasn't a thing till like probably like 2003.
Yeah, but the games were out. So
Yeah.
did you ever hear the rumor as a kid before things could circulate? You know, mostly it was just word of mouth. Did you hear the rumor that Mew was located in the old truck off to the side of the SSN?
No, I never heard that at all.
No, really?
No.
That was a big rumor that went around.
Was
because
it true?
It wasn't true,
Okay,
not at
good.
all. But the thing was, there was a way. So, like, if you were in the SSN, and you know how once you get cut, you get off the ship
Mhm.
and it sails away.
I used to love that. I love that mission in that game.
Yeah.
That part of the quest. Yeah.
It was really great. So what you can actually do is leave a lot of the people there that like not battle them.
Yeah.
You go, you fight Gary, you get cut from the captain, then you let yourself die from fighting the rest of the trainers.
Holy crap.
So once that happens, your Pokemon faint, you go back to the Poke Center. The SSN never leaves.
Ooh.
So once you get surf and whatnot, you can go back into there and you can surf around the SSN. Off to the side, there's this broken down pickup truck shell, like on the bank of this beach. Why the heck would it be there?
Okay.
So as a kid, I saw that. Like I went over and saw that sitting there, and I
you
was
said-
like,
yeah.
"Music got to be there."
It makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
It all comes
Yeah.
together.
But actually, it's in Cerulean City that you get the Mew glitch.
Hmm.
So you go
I
there.
don't think I ever got the Mew in the glitch.
You know where you catch Abra?
Yes.
Okay, so you go up the little, I think it's Gold Nugget Path Challenge or
it's
whatever.
Like, yeah, some weird thing.
So you go up that, you make your little left turn. There's one trainer in the grass by the Abras. Catch your Abra, right?
If you can.
If you can. You're going to need
Fucking
to. If you
Abras.
want to Mew, you're going to need to. So what you're going to want to do is catch your Abra, save the game, go back, heal your Pokemon. You're going to want to go back to where that trainer is. You haven't fought him at this point. He's still sitting in the grass. So now you're going to have to save your game right before you walk to the area where he can see you, because you might fuck up at that point. Save your game. You step into his view. Immediately push pause. So
It seems very intricate.
it is. It's a split-second time, basically, because it's an actual glitch in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Where you're accessing something. You
the
shouldn't be
creator put it in, I think, without the knowledge of the team at first,
doing. Okay.
because there wasn't actually enough room to add anything else to, like, the
Yeah, those
first
games
gen
are heavy.
games.
Those games are heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did that before shipping out. So basically you're going to pause it right at that point where the guy sees you to initiate the battle, and then you're going to teleport to the Poke Center. Right when you hit teleport, you see the exclamation point go up like he's going to come fight you, but he can't because you're leaving.
Yeah.
There you initiated the glitch. Next time you walk up Gold Nugget Path, right at the second person about, you're going to hit a random battle, like as if you hit an encounter with a Pokemon. It's going to be a level 5 Mew.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, really weird.
That's awesome.
I actually restarted my game at like 6 badges in because I wanted to try it and get it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Well, we got some people talking to us. We got Mr. Fluffy, or Mrs. Fluffy, I don't know.
Ooh.
Fluffy21 says, hey, are you a nerd? Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
just slightly.
We're real nerds.
This is Nerds at Night.
This is Nerds at Night. Pig Eater says, some rats climbed out my toilet into his ass. Or into my ass, I don't know. Yeah, fun stuff. I mean, I hope you're okay. If you need medical assistance, call 911 for emergency care, or go to your nearest primary care physician.
Rats go into butts sometimes.
Yeah, they do, especially in South Park.
I mean, did you ever see Lemmy Winks? Yeah.
Right, yeah, Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Winks.
Remy Shipper. Ryan Shipper says hello. Hello, Ryan.
Hey.
Fluffy
nice to see
again
you.
says, a cop pulled me over and said I like... No, a cop pulled me over and said...
I like
and
chicken.
said I like chicken? Maybe I read that differently the first one, because now it doesn't make any sense.
Come on, Scott. It makes a lot of sense.
I'm glad you like chicken.
I guess he's talking about cops because of the law. Probably law.
I don't think he is.
Probably not. He probably doesn't even know.
Maybe he just really likes chicken.
Yeah.
I like chicken. I had chicken
I was worried I
twice
was going
today.
to get pulled over on the way here.
You know what's really fucked up? And I'm going to talk about this, even though it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Fine.
So I went to the Eagles game, right? So I never had Chickies and Pete's.
Okay.
So I had their fries.
Same thing happened to me. Go on.
They're expensive.
Okay.
They were good, though.
Really?
They were decent. They were. I think there was a little too much of that powder crap. The Old
gosh.
Bay. If you get like a light.
No, I'm sure
coating,
everyone told you, oh my God, you got to get them. They're the greatest
they're like,
thing
this
ever.
is the best thing. I'm like, they're good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But when the ones that are like really caked, they were bad.
What'd you think of the cheese dip?
It was. They were like, oh, it's part of the experience. I'm like, it's okay.
You know what I thought?
Ketchup tastes better, honestly.
I thought of the cheese dip as, like, you know those little, with the red sticks you smear on crackers?
Yeah, the dips.
That,
dips.
but melted and a little more white.
Yeah, like white queso.
Basically that flavor, though.
Make it look fancier with some whiteness in it.
But yeah, when I went to, I was actually at a Flyers game, and Chickies and Pete's fries there, of course. Girl I was with said we had to try them, so we go get them, and they are just smothered in the seasoning.
Jesus.
Like, you're trying to bite a fry, and it's like when you're going to eat a pizzelle and you accidentally breathe in powdered sugar, but it's spices, though, so it's like a lot worse.
It hurts a lot more.
It wasn't great. I let her have them. She still loved them.
But yeah, no, I was going to say is that the chicken, I got chicken tenders.
Okay.
So I was like,
From Chickies.
because I actually wanted some food.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I can't just go order French fries, even though they were $12. It's like, holy crap. The chicken tenders were $10. The
there we
chicken
go.
was cheaper than French fries.
Well, potatoes, they're going out of season.
So I was like, so they had chicken tenders and they had buffalo chicken tenders. So I was like, oh, let me get some buffalo chicken tenders. Same price. So I was like, whatever. But it came, they were tossed in buffalo sauce and you came with blue cheese. I was gonna ask for ranch, whatever.
Yeah.
So I asked for my buffalo thing, right? And he brings me over, the boat. With chicken tenders in it, and then a cup of buffalo sauce next to it.
Okay.
Like, this is not fucking buffalo chicken. You just
You have to buffalo it.
You just maybe I don't want to do the buffalo process.
Well, you should have brought with you.
Then it's just dip sauce.
You should have brought an empty bread bag.
Fuck yourself.
So that you could put your wings in and your
Shake
sauce and shake and bake it, you know.
Well, Bobby, we have time for one more thing.
One more? All right, you want one more Pikachu fact?
One more thing?
I do. This one's pretty neat. This links up Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Stadium for the 64.
Okay.
So
I loved Pokemon Stadium.
Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow. I don't know because I don't know if you finished the game. Maybe you haven't even played it.
I have played it. I have finished it. Yes.
So did you know?
The original.
I'm sure you know your Pikachu can learn Surf in Pokemon Yellow.
Yes, it can.
Special
It's awesome.
feature.
Yes.
Did you ever play the mini game where you surf on the surfboard? So you know.
Yes. No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I have, because I remember playing it, but I don't remember if I was playing it on a mod or not.
It's directly under the
Or a
gym,
bee or a
the toxic gym.
Yeah.
Poison leader.
Yeah, the poison gym. Yeah.
So right before the ocean there, you can play
I
it.
think I have. I feel like I have.
So there was a way, I actually never had it, but there was a way to connect your Game Boy games to your Pokemon Stadium 64 and
Yes.
actually bring your Pokemon over.
Yes.
So
Which was amazing for back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So if you brought your Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow, it's a special Pikachu.
Yeah. It's got like a marker.
Right.
Yeah.
So in Pokemon Stadium 4, it had some special things that it could do. Obviously Surf, which was really cool to have for an electric Pokemon.
Make you all wet, then electrocute you.
But the Pikachu that you brought from your Pokemon Yellow into Pokemon Stadium 64 would actually speak with the same voice as the Japanese voice actor that still voices Ash today.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know what it says.
Pika Pika.
Probably.
You ever see the videos of that chick doing it?
No.
It's ungodly.
Ash's well, I think I've heard Ash's voice.
Ash's voice in Japanese is fucking scary.
It's like, is it as bad as Goku?
No. That's the worst thing ever. I don't know how. It's amazing
so
that show
sad,
became
too.
popular in America because in Japan it's just god awful.
Goku's voice in America is fantastic.
The thing is, every other voice, well, for the most part, every other voice in the Japanese version sounds fine. It's pretty much just Goku.
Yeah.
For the most, I mean, there are some other ones, but Goku's like, holy crap.
And that's crazy.
And
He's the main guy,
character.
too.
You know what's funny, though? I mean, we're done talking about Pokemon, but...
Well, I got one more.
Okay. Well, last thing I'll say
It
about
goes
Dragon
with
Ball.
fighting, too.
Dragon
so
Ball
it's
Z, Gohan was actually supposed to be the chosen one, not Goku.
Goku sort of made Gohan the chosen one.
Well, he was supposed to be in the storyline. He was
Right.
supposed to take over, basically, and become, like, the big hero.
Yeah.
But people liked Goku too much.
You see, the thing is, I never saw... All right. So when I first watched the Goku, I had to explain it.
Yeah.
When I first watched Dragon Ball Z, I never fully finished it. I never got past, like, I never saw the whole
Which
Cell
saga?
games,
So
basically.
you missed the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw a lot leading up to that. Like, I saw Gohan with his little flickers of being really awesome.
Did you see the Buu Saga? Buu Saga, Gohan.
I was really choppy on that. Like, I remember them getting turned into cookies and eaten and sucked into Boo, and Boo actually coming, like, Bobbity releasing him and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so I never saw Gohan when he fought Cell. That's what won me over for Gohan.
Yeah.
Up till then, I just thought he was like this little pussy kid, you know, like.
I mean, he kind of is. Now he really is.
Yeah, now that he's
Dragon
like
Ball Z
captain, whatever. Like, what's his name?
I don't know.
Or what? He became something before he married Hercule's daughter, which was also strange.
Yeah, very strange.
Um.
Anyways, just get your last fact because we gotta get off the air.
Last fact. So, do you know Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee? Do you know
Yes.
where I'm going with this?
I do not.
Really?
I'm guessing they're the mom and dad.
So pretty common. It's a pretty common fact. I actually didn't know it either, so I'm not shaming Scott here. I learned this too.
I actually don't know this.
Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee are actually for Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan.
No, I didn't know that.
You did?
No,
Okay,
I've heard
okay.
that before. I didn't.
Just didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
so
click.
I'm being honest. I actually did know that.
Okay.
I just like you saying it was like, oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and you know, it's something that probably should have clicked,
Yep.
but it was neat to learn. Yeah.
Yep.
I liked it. I learned a lot of neat Poke facts for this episode, and I am personally.
And it's funny too because Jackie
Personally
Chan
happy.
is Chinese, and so is Bruce Lee.
Wait. Another Pokemon name that was almost, all right, in the beta, Wheezing and Coughing were actually named something totally different. 2 letters for each name. Coughing was going to be NY. Wheezing was going to be LA.
So New York and LA.
Yep. Because of all the pollution.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
But-
They should have kept that.
They should. I think that would have been really
Well,
hilarious.
to end on a controversial note, did you know that what's her name? The purple Pokemon,
In what gen?
Gen 1.
Gen 1 purple.
Big lips, blonde hair.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Right.
Jinx was actually originally
Nicki Minaj.
the color black.
Oh.
Like literally black.
Oh, like.
Like if you're like
Yeah, yeah.
like my shirt black.
Well, I remember like her face was.
No, like her body, like not her clothes, but her body was actually black.
Oh.
And there's a huge thing about it because they thought it was like like black facing.
Oh. Right.
So Pokemon decided to be good about it, and they changed it to purple.
Okay.
Because it looked like a
I
female
feel-
human being kind of thing.
I feel like I do remember seeing the black at some point.
Yeah,
though.
she was in the cartoon as a black Jinx.
Okay, that's probably where then. But you know what? Purple's my favorite color. I like.
Well, I mean, the
like
thing is,
purple.
Pokemon shouldn't, in my opinion, Pokemon shouldn't resemble humans.
Yeah.
The humanoid style ones are okay, but
Like-
don't give them too many features that are human because then you're crossing that line.
Like Gardevoir. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Like Ralts would evolve into it.
Yeah.
And that was like
Or
a
the
lady
thing
in
is,
a dress.
Mimic is literally like almost like a man.
Mimic?
Yeah, or not Mimic. Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime, yeah. Yeah,
He's
exactly.
He almost looks like he looks. Like
He is a man.
pretty much. Anyways,
Scizor, yeah.
this has been Nerds at Night. We're going a little bit over time, but this is Nerds at Night. We come here every Wednesday and Friday morning, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was your host tonight and usually am Scott, the Scooter, the Scootster. And next to me is the good old Bobby Law. We hope you guys had a great time tonight. We talked about Pokemon Next Nerds at Night will be next Wednesday morning at 1 a.m. Don't forget to check out the new schedule coming up for Real Nerds Real Talk for starting August 21st. Go ahead and get yourself some swag. Buy yourself a shirt at teespring.com/RNRT. Supports the channel. We love you guys for watching here. Make sure if you're watching here on Twitch right now, drop a follow. We stream all the goddamn time, 6 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Especially on Saturday. Join us anytime.
Saturday's
We're
big
here
time.
for like 5 hours.
The next show you can catch here on Real Nerds Real Talk
tomorrow
is the daily news show, Scooter's Take at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys come around for that.
Catch your news early.
Yeah, catch some daily
And then
news.
after that, we'll be rolling into Game of the Day, right?
Yeah, and Bobby Law beer.
Rocket League.
Rocket League?
Oh, man. Now, me and Scott, we mess around on some games, and we're pretty bad on some.
Yeah, we're pretty bad.
But we're going to own it on Rocket League.
I need to get better at
You
Rocket
better
League.
show up.
And the thing is, I haven't been playing a lot, so I need to get back in it.
He'll be okay.
Yeah. Now that I have my system set up.
Pull him along.
Anyways, don't forget your controller, too. This has been a great show. We love you guys. We always end it the same way.
Yes.
I love you, awesome nerds. Pitch
Happy
perfect.
nerdy night.
Have a nerdly day. We'll see you in a couple hours, actually.
Yeah.
Peace.